Haha. Hello. So, back again. And first of all, I wanted to say thank you for all the donations. That's really nice. We are undyingly, eternally grateful. Thank you. So, I'm gonna be here for a little while today as well. I will take questions in the order they appear in the chat, and it will be tonight with me in English tai suomeksi, eli kysymyksiä sen mukaan mitä tulee chattiin siinä järjestyksessä ja englanti tai suomi kielenä. Ja ja kiitoksia tähän mennessä lahjoituksesta, olemme erittäin kiitollisia moisesta. So yeah, I had a card from yesterday which was 3 of Wands, which was this. So I got some insights from it, and well, basically now that I came to consider, it's like, is that Greek? Which what? This is in Finnish, this stuff. Basically, I would say that this card, yes, go ahead. Oh dear. Well, I was speaking some Finnish in the meanwhile there, so, and we have run it through another program, so it's a bit of a delay, so if you mean that. But yeah, today's card, 3 of Wands, and personally I got this impression that it's like when you return home from a journey, for example, as we did when we did like 5 weeks throughout Europe during the bloody pandemic. Well, although we were having our own car, we didn't stay in hotels. We went to the store and we stayed basically in the forest and like in the nature. And it was fun experience and builds character. So this is the time when you basically have like a couple of blocks to walk home, or your boat has arrived and you're on your hometown and you're about to go home, and you know that, yeah, I kind of made it. I'm back here, and at least for a while nothing will be quite the same. So you kind of changed person for this. So that was rather interesting stuff. Also, there is of course many other things that come from this, but this was one of the realizations of today for the card. So yeah, I do every day at least one card. Well, now one is, depending how much you invest, it's pretty much enough. You make a lot of connections and get to use your head, and you get really all the time deeper and deeper into the card, so it's really good. Helps a lot, among other things as well. So that would be, but yeah, questions in the order they appear in the chat, and answers from the cards. Fair enough. Yeah, and you can see also, by the way, in this card has like a, for me it looks like it has a sunrise or sunset there, like it has. So it brings also about this kind of vibe that you are kind of near to accomplish something, and you need to make some kind of go over some small threshold still. Like, well, it could be literally like just stepping over through the door to your home, after being away. So it's with this you can kind of relate this little bit to the emperor, and the clothes are a little bit like the magician. No? Happy Friday. Hello, Gabriel. So, and the guy has also this tiara thing like the magician, even though it's not like directly sort of linked, but it gives some vibes from that also. Also, he's holding on his right hand the wand as the emperor, and has the, funny enough, like the emperor's hand. So after this will come some stability at least, and but things will be a little bit different from that time on. Like happened at least for me after the trip. It takes like, when you live in the van for like 5 weeks, and well, basically we sleep there and then we do other things, obviously. But then just to be in the house, and in there we have like a mini gas kitchen with us. We have our own bed, we have a fridge, which is a blessing basically, and also having a kid, it helps a lot. And you kind of know that your food is good there, and you cook with this, or you cook in a place, in a fireplace, in some camping area, fire with wood and all that. So when you come home, and then you have a dishwasher, and you know, like, everything's really like convenient. Making coffee is not such an effort. But yeah. So Gabriel Pesantes, I would like to know how good of a business opportunity is the meeting I am going to go to. Let's see. So this one is for Gabriel then. See when we are happy with the shuffle. I'd like to know how good of a business opportunity is the meeting I'm about to go. No, we need to make a couple of more shuffles. Fair enough. So it's this. I think it's a good opportunity, what I see here. But I think it also is not gonna be something that is like just gonna go like without any like I don't think it's gonna be really easy, but well, anything really good rarely is very easy, I guess. So it will require a lot of thinking, and I see that there is like sort of like, is there going to be 2 people in this meeting? I don't know why I'm making the scissors with my fingers, but is there going to be 2 people or more? Because at least 2 of the people in the meeting, I would say that one of them is you, and the other one is like in sort of like a same standing that you. So I don't know, would it be like for 2 people, and it's with 2 people to make a business together, like equal partners maybe? But I see the people would be a little bit different from each other in that sense. But I would say, like, anyway, what I see is like, I think it's a good meeting. For me, what I see from the cards, it seems that at least it's a fruitful meeting, and maybe it's not quite yet ready exactly. Maybe it needs more planning what you're gonna do, but like the raw power and the idea what is behind this meeting, I think is really good. And then of course it comes down to this, that how you will then get to develop it. So this is what I get from here. I don't know, Gabriel. Hey, an advice for you. I- Are you holding on to your seat? Here we come. The Hermit. So as you've been searching, I guess, light inside yourself and all that, so you have to also look into yourself and everything, if this is exactly what you want, and all this, and I let you to decide also, but this would be an advice for the meeting also. So I guess you would could be a good idea, because many things go well eventually when you do something that you really love to do. So basically all good things will kind of fall in line from that. So but yeah, you've been getting this kind of cards. It's a major card also, the Hermit, Rider White. So this is your advice. So more soul searching even in this, or looking answers from yourself and not expecting maybe them to find them from somewhere else or for someone else. So keep this in mind, check what comes from you from this for the meeting. But yeah, I think it should be a good meeting. A good meeting for business. So yeah, but yeah, that was the Three of Wands that I had, and yeah, now I'm waiting for tomorrow. So now it has become like, it's really like exciting thing to do. I don't know, I love to make the connections. Like I mentioned before, I like to write, and I tried to write a novel once. I got like 100 pages, but after like several years, because I put it on hold because of many things, it was not really good. So I kind of like I've been writing lately like some short stories which were better, and I think this is helping that too, because I obviously, when I take the card, I just take the computer and I look at the cards, and that the cards that surround it, and I start writing all the possible ideas that come from that. So it keeps the like creative juices flowing, and I probably it's even healthy to like do things like this, make connections. So I think that's feeling, that's something I really like to do. I can write an email to answer someone, for example, a long time, or a text message. So in that sense, I think this serves like sort of both things, like many good things to do. But yeah, I like to do this, I like to do that, they feed each other. It's perfect in that sense. So big recommendation, do what you love to do what you like to do, and then I don't know, fame, fortune, money, whatever, it will follow probably. And maybe you don't even care if it does, but it gives really good energy. And like I was telling yesterday about, for this one person who was asking about things, is like, this gives me things when I do this. It really like gives me a lot of things. You're welcome. And nice that you keep making appearances here. So yeah, so it's like kind of sort of like the Six of Pentacles. It's a little bit like give and take, and it's really cool. And hey, if you want, when you enter the chat, and if you are there when you have a question, hey, if you want to tell me where you're from, that would be nice. So we have had people from Mexico, United Kingdom, Lebanon, Italy, where else? Spain, and God knows where else. It's been really cool. The wonders of the modern technology. Because when I was young, there was no internet. Well, there was technically, I guess, but we were typing things, and then there was like just a text, and you know, there was like a cursor looking thing that it's supposed to be a turtle. I think it was called Logo, the program, and it made when you typed it made lines. It's a little bit different than is going on right now, I guess. So, but anyway, back to the business at hand. Maybe we are getting carried away with another things in this. Yeah, and we actually, now to come to think of it, we are building more things for the channel, as you might or might not know, and now you will, that we have other things than tarot there. We have just sort of like a sort of scientific, philosophical things. We are asking why there is not certain color of mammal, for example, and we think that everyone can make their own conclusions. We don't have to be a pro, and people discover things, and sort of depending on your point of view, I guess it goes to like this also, that when you have some education for something, it gives you a lot of benefits, obviously, because you have the info from the other ones, or you're standing on the shoulder of giants. But in some things it could also limit you a little bit, because then maybe you're thinking too much inside the box. Can be. But yeah, we have there a section that you can make your own comment. What do you think about it? Why there is no certain color of mammal? And I don't tell what color. You should go check it out, definitely. And like big questions, like it's in the introduction, like why does the universe exist? Yeah, all right. Well, way to go, New York City. Never been there. Just been passing Detroit in a cab in the night time, going to Canada. That was strange. But yeah, the Northern America is kind of like a uncharted territory for me, pretty much. Hey, have a safe trip, and come by to tell how was the meeting, and good luck with the meeting, and remember the hermit, and look at that before, maybe it gives you some advantages and advice. Okay. So there went Gabriel to the train. Fair enough. So yeah, I think there's actually been a couple of people from New York, yeah. Actually, could you ask the cars how Esu is going to go wild, or seeing pictures and videos of me living my best life? Let's see what we have. We take something brief, I guess, for that. Well, I don't know. This person will see. Essie will see that you have. If Essie is gonna go wild on that. Well, I don't know. I think Essie will see that there seems to be like options for you, and I think it also leads to certain thing that maybe in good or in bad, kind of hard to say, is that she will see kind of like the reality of situation. Maybe it's a bit of a revelation for her when you show this. So, but I think the reaction for that is like not much of action in the end. But I think, hello Sanad. So yeah, it will steer something. I don't know if would it go wild? It moves something on her, or it will move something in Esu, for sure. at least like for a moment. So I don't see that that would have like a very grand effect, but at least for a while, for a moment, it will move something on Esy. Okay? Get to the train, Gabriel. Get to the train. Don't miss your train, man. Yeah, that would be interesting to know. So, Sanep Gohar, how does Virgo feel about me? Let's see what we get. We'll see. How does so Zanep, this is for you. How does Virgo feel about me? We shuffle a bit when we're happy. We take cards from the deck. How does Virgo feel about me? How does Virgo feel about me? Well, for me, what I see here is like what the Virgo feels about you is like that you are some sort of a would be some sort of stability for this person, and is still. I think you have more. I would say you have more feelings towards Virgo than the Virgo has for you. But it's also for you is more conflicted in that sense what to feel about it, and I think at the moment the Virgo is taking some distance, either could be literally and sort of mentally, and I think the person is kind of going through his own things, and is feeling somewhat unsatisfied at the moment, and it's like I think the Virgo is in a spot that nothing is like really good. Nothing doesn't really feel good at the moment. So I think it's more about himself and what he carries inside, or that he needs to find some kind of more spark from him in himself. Okay. You're welcome. Well, well, I would give you an advice, still, Zaneb. So this is the Knight of Swords. So this is like the Knight of Swords. So basically, you look at that, see what comes to you from that. Okay. Raidataaks joku? Oho, Finesse. ei tässä nyt silleen kannata hirveän huolissa olla, että se menee vähän miten se omalla painollaan menee. So yeah, again, 3 of Wands was my card, and that gave a lot of good thoughts. For me, it was a moment when you arrive home. For example, you come from abroad with the boat or something. When you arrive on your own city and you have just the last leg going on left to do. Maybe you can even walk home, but you kind of look back where you came from, and you know that things have kind of changed. You have changed, and when you end up home, you need to go sort of through a threshold, and basically it's kind of symbolic even, I guess. But you have to take the last leg, and you will, and you will end up home. It will be fine, but it's, at least for a while, it will be different in that sense. Well, we can take a next one. There would be 4 of Wands. It's like a harvest home. It's like a rest period, and things get stable after the 3, and it's time to gather some strength before you continue. And next comes the 5. With this journey, it would be then some sort of small conflict after the 4, and things get again a little bit out of balance. But here you get to rest. You get to kind of enjoy the fruits of your labor, basically. And yeah, you kind of bring the 3 wands home, and 1 is waiting there, I suppose. And there's like, can be a celebration and vacation, sort of everything related to the rest, and like this. So that's wands. Also, like, wands are fire. It's like passion, hot temper, and all that kind of things. It's like if cups are water, and then feelings, romantic feelings, and pentacles being then earth, practical matters and like more practical feelings towards others and stuff. And then swords would be the air, which is like the mind thing and more like a logical kind of things, communication. And we can relate to many things, of course, with those, basically. Then you have, for example, the 9 of Swords. You can see there's a person who is slightly worried, and basically is not maybe sleeping at night, but probably the situation is worse than is that the reality is. Usually things are a little bit like not so severe and not so bad, but you get stuck in your head how you think about them, that they usually are when you face the things they are like your fears and stuff, it's kind of less scary than it would be. But as you see, this is also comes kind of gives an indication what's gonna happen next. Then comes 10 of swords, which gives you 10 swords in the back, and that kind of comes still sort of like a end of cycle and completement of things. And well, it's not a pretty sight, like it's not this, so it's sort of like this swords drop on you and one more basically. And yeah, Davin have been looking through these. Mythfenica Tarot. Mythic Fenica Tarot, yeah. Susanna Sala wrote this. It's Finnish, it's based on Kalevala and Finnish myths, like folklore. So it's really cool. And basically, it's the imagery is like kind of, I would say, a little bit grim. And for example, the tower would be the great oak. Well, makes sense, I guess. Well, the devil is the devil. And justice is love rivals. Väinämöinen, Ilmanen ja Lemminkäinen all proposed to the fair maid of Pohjola in their turn. Lauhi was partial towards Väinämöinen, for she was eager to join the mighty families through marriage. So Sampo is like provides you basically what you want. Would be Wheel of Fortune, makes kind of sense in this. And lovers would be Wedding in Pohjola, which that's actually a pretty card. It has, if you can make something out of this, it has 2 swans in it, so that's kind of pretty sight, I guess. Ilmarinen, the heroic blacksmith in Kalevala is the magician, and the beginning is an egg, which is in so many other things. So as mentioned before, there's a lot of links to different kind of traditions around the world, in ours in Finland as well. And if you're interested of the folklore of Finland, the dark distant country in the north, which is a very exotic thing to say, so you should check this out. So Mythic Fenica Tarot, you can probably buy it online. Just Google it, you'll find it. So, and this is not a paid like ad for this. We just happened to got this from a friend as a gift. It's been pretty cool to look that through again. So I didn't get really deep into this one, but I think at some point I most definitely will. And there's liberation of the sun. It's very dramatic in the end. And the North Star is the star. So this, check it out if you like that. So basically, yeah, you have information on the screen. So for more personal, in-depth readings, you can contact us at distonrocks@hotmail.com, and we can do basically WhatsApp, Skype, a private session here in YouTube. We can give you an email answer, so it's whatever we decide. So, or if you want to give feedback, send mail there. If something is good, something is bad, something you want to ask, or if you got a reading and things went how it was said. Hi, Adriana. So we will try to answer everyone who will take their time and give us an email. Gabriel was gonna have a meeting. He was telling that he's gonna come back and tell how it goes, and we of course wish him well. And it looked like actually by this what we got the cards that it will go fine, that it will be more than good, that there's a great potential for him in this. So, and the thing goes like, I'm gonna be here a little while still. You put a question on the chat, and in the order they appear in the chat, I will look into the cards, what's in there for you. And in this point I will mention also and thank you all who made donations. It's very greatly appreciated, and you are getting our undying gratitude for that. And there's some instructions if you like the reading, if you want to support the channel, feel free to do it. It's through PayPal, and helps us going on. And yeah, obviously you can also subscribe, like, bring the thing, and then you know what happens. You know when I am here. Sometimes we come together with Davinia, we take Spanish and English, and sometimes it's Davinia, sometimes it's me, and we try to do it. It has been pretty much a daily thing, so that's the stuff. So go do that. I think at this point I'm gonna take my next card, actually, what I'm gonna go deeper into. So basically my next card is gonna be 5 of Pentacles. I usually never care or ask for love readings, but I'm feeling inclined to ask for one. I'm single, it would be nice to find my partner. Hello Fatima. So let's see what we have for Adriana. So exactly what do you want to ask? How to find a partner, what your new partner, next partner would look like, or advice, maybe some more specific, or just in general what is gonna come in love, or are you gonna stay single, or what? A 5 years timeline. Oh, I think Hola. Yeah, I think then you need to send us an email and we will make you a 5 years timeline, because I guess that would be, well, we can take it like a little bit like stripped down in a sense that not to a great detail, but let's take what is coming towards you. Okay, when we see by the cards, will it be then for what kind of timings and stuff. So let's say that we ask what is coming towards in love for Adriana or Adriana. Okay, maybe that narrows it down a little bit. So we'll see when the shuffle is, when we're happy with the shuffle, we'll see what I can tell you. Okay, so here. Well, I don't know, for me it's like, even from how you presented the whole thing, I think you are feeling at the moment pretty good, which is probably the thing that I actually see, that there would be a romance coming through soon, like soon, like not in 5 years or a year. I would see that this is more like the present moment, which I would conclude probably at least till the end of the year. I think that would be like, I think you could easily have like something that is gonna be a thing for you that you might want to consider. What do you want to do? Do you want to be a single forever or not? But I think this is gonna be serious stuff. This is not gonna be some kind of small flame. This is gonna be like, that's the potential to be like like a long-term stuff. And like what I see here is like, I don't know, like a very serious thing. And I think for what I see here, I think being single, whatever, but I think there has been some change in you, and you are somehow like, I think some time ago maybe you were not so sunny that I get a picture that you seem like to be now. So yeah, if you want, I think it's really near, and then you can decide what you want to do. Let's see an advice still. Well, I let you decide what this means, but I would say, well, I will just tell you what it is. I would say like, this is the Three of Cups, Rider White deck. So I would say that when this comes, I would celebrate it. I would basically, I think you need to embrace it if you want it, well, obviously, but think about what you see in this. This would be advice for the whole love business at the moment. Okay? Three of Cups, Rider White deck. Just look at the card and, I don't know, then you can figure out what comes for you from that and what kind of advice that would be. But that also looked pretty like it's like a celebration, and you can, there's no limits, just check what you see in it, and maybe that gives you some clarity when this situation arises. Because I think it's not like, well, maybe, I think it's something's gonna happen soon, right? And I think it's also like a way that you just need to be. I guess the idea is, if you just sit at home alone and not in contact with anyone, I think even then somebody would come to knock on your door. But probably if you are, even with the whole bloody virus and everything, if you are somewhere a little bit, even online or whatever, I think this is about to happen, right? So Fatima, is it AI? You next. What for Fatima is that's nice. And thank you for coming to the channel, hey. And if you like it, by all means, you can subscribe, you can even like it, you can even press the thing, and then you know when we're on, and you can come back. And of course that's really nice, because the whole idea of this is I am not a fortune teller. This is to try to give clarity to people, and then actually I get some energy for myself from that. I get clarity to things when I do this for others. But yeah, that's really nice. And I humbly accept your gratitude. Thank you. But yeah, okay, Fatima, I need to read about what is coming for me in love, please. So Fatima, this is for you. Let's see when we're happy with the shuffle. But yeah, this one is for Fatima, and it's what is coming for me in love. Why would I have to say love? Because it sounds nicer. No, love. Fair enough. Now we are happy. We see. Take this. I think there has been, what I see is there's been some kind of struggle kind of within yourself, how to proceed with this. And at the moment, what I see is like it's probably something to do how you are dealing with your own matters. That this, I see that at the moment would be some sort of a rest period. That there is maybe not so much happening. It could be related to the bloody virus, and maybe you are kind of more staying on your own. Uh, I think with love, you might do good to talk to some friend about this, and also like keep in mind when it comes to the matters of heart and love that feelings are feelings, and then sort of like logic does not always apply in this. That some very cliche thing to say is like, for example, if you are with someone, do you want to be right with all costs, or do you want to think how important something is for you, and try to be in some situations more welcoming, everything of course that keeps you yourself comfortable, but that you also need to let people close, because otherwise, if you don't let people come to you, then sort of that's kind of difficult, at least. So I think if you can manage with that, maybe to be a little bit more open for people and their thoughts and ideas, and if they approach you, I think that would give like practically an opportunity for you, and would give you a balance, like this kind of situation that if it's been a little bit like a dry season, if I may say that in that way, that could give you even several options, to think about that would be the right one for you, for example, and that would bring about some like a movement, and in the end, that through there, having obviously options, I think that would then start to lead towards the things that you want in love. And I think in some way this could be related to some practical matters, even like to some project that even through that in the near future could appear something something that would be like helping in this love matter. And for you, I would take also an advice, which would be this, fun enough. And for me, this is a little bit like this, that, it's the Two of Swords. So you can think about it being stuck, or it could be also like a union of two minds, and like I said, in a way, at least it's important to have, of course, connection with someone in the level of intellect and stuff. It kind of helps in the long run, and otherwise as well, it's sexy. But like I said, that you need to let people also approach you maybe then more, and like this, to be a little bit more open, for example. And you can think what you get from this. You have the moon there. There's kind of some waters behind this. She's balancing two swords like this. So it can be many things. But this is an advice for you, for your situation in love. Por favor. Okay? Was there someone still in the queue? Yeah, it's like, in a way, the Two of Swords can indicate also that you are kind of stuck. It's like a stalemate, that things are going, and actually the water is feelings in the back, and then you are maybe in your own head kind of, at least it could be that you are making this situation, and it don't have to be like that, because you have balancing the swords, and of course you cannot do that for very long because they are heavy, I guess. So I think it was what I said about having this to be maybe more open and let people approach you and like this, because this is also kind of defensive postures. I think it's related what we said. Yes, sure. Go ahead. I'm gonna be here a little while still. But just give me put the question. I'll be back in 2 seconds. All right. Hello. So a little bit of coffee and a little while here still. Yeah. So I think I have time for like a couple of questions. Sure, Marva, Mira, go right ahead. Adriana is about to ask one too. I think that will be. You're welcome, Fatima. Hopefully that gives you some clarity on the situation. And love matters. Love matters. Oh, fair enough. Well, this thing might be an interesting reading for you, right? Okay, now I would put Marva, because she put the question first there, so I will, Marva, you are next, and then Adriana, you get the next one after that. May I ask what Ayub is feeling towards me and what will happen between us? Fair enough. Let's see. What is Ayub feeling towards Marva? What is gonna happen between them? Let's see. We are happy with this. This is. No way. I see here. Yeah, just stop. Just give it. Okay. I think this person is like putting up like a kind of cool face or like cool posture, like yeah, I'm too cool to like try to show much of things, but I think this person has feelings for you and it wants some sort of a union with you, and I think what I see on your part is like you are being a little bit. Somehow in some kind of conflicted situation for your own feelings, but that's just like kind of in the superficial, like for you, because on the other hand I think you are kind of well sitting down sort of, but with the actions I think this person, yeah, I think this person is a little bit like, well, I would say that if he doesn't know it yet, but I would think that's the case on him too. But somehow I think this guy, or this person is sitting on the throne a little bit like, and trying to be, kind of looks at you a little bit to the side, and it's not really gonna move. So basically, at the moment, I don't know if anything would happen exactly right now. Yeah, this is what I was thinking that it is, but I think there is something under this, and well, people can of course act the exact opposite for some reason. But just giving the idea for you, one of the things when you ask like how he is feeling, so also if there is a matter that this person is at the moment his next move. Okay, I would add also to this that if this person is somehow in a relationship even at the moment with someone else, that they are like kind of, that would be one reason they wouldn't show what they truly feel. And at the moment the situation seems to be a little bit on a standstill, but let's see if I can see something about his next move. Let's see. Okay. So it's that way around. Alright. War for him then, in general. Yeah, that's a good question, I guess. Well, I think like I said, what I got here is a major card, and then under another major card. So like I said in the beginning, this person is holding some kind of like facade a little bit up, and but what I see still for sure under this facade, I would say that there is, I would go as far as say, like I said earlier, love. So maybe there is some kind of issue there. I don't know if you have some issues and like he is not willing to change his opinion on something like this. So I think he's a little bit. I think this person is a little bit rigid. Maybe he's like he's not. He is taking a stand, and he's not willing to change his mind or something. And this is kind of maybe then creating this. But let's see his next move. Otherwise, I will be speculating and giving more and more info, and I will get confused to myself. Okay. So basically, let's see about his next move. But one of the cards that I got, what he is feeling towards you was the Lovers, for example. Of course it can be about decision, but I would relate in this case to love, and there was another card, a minor card that would be also indicating like a relationship. So let's see. Let's see what would be his next move. Well, what this gives is like he's carrying something on him, and I think this person is in a heavy situation, so he is about to conclude something, because this situation for him at the moment is too heavy, and it's kind of funny progression what we have here. I think he has been worried about the situation, and it has not been as bad as he thought, but at the moment I think at least he's not being completely honest with something. And maybe, well, this relates again to the same cards that was before, that is like being a bit cold and maybe a little bit mean and maybe not completely honest. And I think he's gonna make some kind of decision one way or the other, because there is couple of cards that indicate that something is gonna come to an end. I will take one more for there. I think it also could be possible that he is cheating on you. Sorry to say, but yeah. So I think this is a bit of a mess, sort of, what I get from this, and not like it's a bit of a mess. This is what I get from here. Well, let's see what we get from that. Because like I said, for me earlier already, the cards would give that he has profound feelings for you. But okay, let's see what the cards will tell about this. So Marva still, and then we're gonna go to Adriana, and then after this I am probably gonna sign off for today and all that. Let's see. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think it loves this person, this other girl you said. I think this is more like, if he's cheating, I think it's more like proving some point, and something has happened to him with you that has brought somehow you guys were like a little bit torn apart with something. That something was, well, something has not been quite, well, to put it in very basic terms, built in a very good foundation. That something has kind of crumbling down between you. Maybe it's a trust issue actually. But I think the situation at the moment in general is a little bit stuck. And this person would be still looking like back in time. Maybe before this happened, something happened between you. Okay? But I don't see things here that would like really indicate that if this is going on, that it would be, I think it would be more just lust. Sort of like, basically something like this. And let's see what we give in advice. Here's an advice for you. It's the Queen of Cups. So I think the point would be also like, it's the Empress, and maybe you looking at the cup at the moment and stuff. So maybe you need to look into your own feelings more, and maybe that will make you feel less stupid. Just honestly look around yourself. How do you feel and how it goes? So look at Rider White, Queen of Cups. Check what you can see there. I think that can be of some help for you in this situation, okay? I mean, like, and you can just look at the card and see what kind of, well, if you have small things, maybe it gives you even more ideas. Who knows, or less. You're welcome. Thanks you for coming to the channel, and hey, keep your head up. Don't smoke too much weed. I don't know. I haven't smoked weed in years. But anyway, in general, long term, I don't think that will give you too much help either. Well, let's put it this way, that I have at some point in my life. So, yeah, I have some sympathies for that. But maybe even more reason than to check on your own. Maybe you go like with the Queen of Cups. I would go really like, don't think too much about what this person feels or what someone else feels. Go in your own heart and see what you feel, and concentrate on that. Because I think there you find the answers. Yeah. Well, what I see, I took one card for that, for like some sort of advice for this does he break up thing. I see that this is some kind of a project for this person. It's like a more like a project than a relation. It's like somehow practical. So I don't know. Maybe it just serves him. But now we're gonna go for Adriana, and then I really need to get offline. What does what mean? Well, like what I got for you about this, basically, does he break up with her? I don't know. I didn't get that. I just think that for him, this is this person, if he's doing this, is more like a project than a relationship. You know, that is more like a practical arrangement or something like this. I didn't see much love or maybe some lust just. And of course you have to remember that this is a situation and this is supposed to give you clarity, and these things are not carved in stone. So basically, like I said, look at the Queen of Cups, see how you feel and what you get out of this, and what kind of things will bring to you, and you find some answers through that. So Adriana will take you, and then I really need to get going. So will I get a job I interviewed for, and most important, will I be happy there? So Adriana, this is for you. Will I get a job I was interviewed for, and most happy, will I be happy there? Let's see. Will I get it? Have a nice, safe evening, and take it easy. Marva. So Adriana, will I get the job I was interviewed for, and most importantly, will I be happy there? Let's see. So let's see here when we are happy with the shuffle. I think I'll put this. This. I would say yes. I would think you would get the job, Adriana. I would be, at the moment, I think it looks a lot like you would get the job, because yeah, I would say that because this, I think they saw in you what is needed in this job, and I would say also that you will be relatively happy there. But there is something that might make you look back in the past, what you have been doing before. maybe it's something that you kind of is a bit sugar coated, or you're looking it through some kind of red rose red glasses, what you were doing before. So maybe this is more demanding, but I would say yes. And I don't know if there is something that you have to negotiate with this, though, when you get this. I think it might require some kind of compromise. It could be even related that if there was like how much money you were kind of wanting from it. If there was, for example, like idea that how much you want to money from doing this job, that it might have to be negotiated. And usually that leads to this, that it's not gonna be negotiated. Like, hey, you asked for $10,000 a month, we're gonna give you 20. So I would have to say that probably then it would be a little bit not a major adjustment, but it might be some practical things and might be related to money or something to do with the job that is related to like physical things, what you are needed in the job and stuff like this. But I would say yes. And I would say that this could be also a job that will make you kind of shine in it, and probably a busy one too. So I get here like also like I think somehow this could be something you feel like really passionate about as well. So I wouldn't be totally surprised if it has anything to do with arts, whatever kind of creative arts in some way. But yeah, at some point I think you will be happy, but you will reminisce something from the past, because maybe it's kind of like fast-paced stuff and you need to be able to sort of physically or like however move fast. Okay? Is it related to arts, if I may ask? I'm curious. Adriana. I agree, I will be happy there, but it works out for my kids. Are you kidding me? Really? Very artsy. Jode. Maybe you, oh, nice. Well, that could be also this what it's about, because I somehow ultimately related, but okay, the material things could be also literally material things. So that's really cool. But okay, hey. Alright. Fair enough. But yeah, alright, hey, thank you for this evening reading business. And there's instructions on the screen. If you wish to make a donation, you get our undying gratitude, which is better than magic. Feel free to do it if you want to. If you don't, it doesn't matter. Come here, we read the cards for you, I get energy out of this. This is very nice. But okay, anyway, I'm gonna sign off, and I'm not sure will I be back tomorrow, or will we be back tomorrow with Davinia, or Sunday, or maybe in Monday. So be safe, take care of yourself, each other, and my humble thanks. Oh, I need to wash my hair again. So it kind of got worked up with this whole, it was not really physical action much, but you know, that's how it goes. But anyway, too many words. Thank you everyone. Like, subscribe, donate, don't donate, don't subscribe, don't like. Send us an email if you liked it. Tell us what happened. Give us a feedback. If it sucked, if it was good, we try to answer everyone. But now I'm seriously gonna be offline. So thank you everyone. have a good, pleasant evening, and oh, thank you. Okay, now I'm going. See you in the future. Okay, I should have just blown the candle, more dramatically, I guess. All right, nighty night.